Hi all, tonight we're going cleaning some boards, whatnot. I have a lot of boards here to be done. So I'm going to start cleaning them down and get bits of pieces off them. These are for these big massive lamps that I've done a while back, like there's a serious amount of stuff on them. Copper here, copper here, copper here. These are rubbers here, it's actually covered in MOSFETs. Big MOSFETs on these guys. As you can see, it's rubbers. We just cut them all off, get everything into a box, and I get through them myself. As in all these blue M&Ms, I take off, throw them into a box here, all separate, which they do hold precious metals, as I say, but I wouldn't think to be too much in these because there's so many on the board. I find the less that's on the board, the more precious metals is on them. You can get one there with one thing on the board, and do you know what I mean? It's better for money wise. So these are MOSFETs here, big MOSFETs. Get them all off it, which they have nice copper on them, nice thick copper on these MOSFETs. Just go along, cut off all of my MOSFETs first, get them in there. Here as well, the MOSFETs, and get off these M&Ms here, as I call them, the capacitors. These are massive lamps, guys. You go back through them, you see them lamps, have big square lamps. I have another 6 or 7 of them in the shed here, but I'm at nothing trying to get them out because I got a lot of stuff in the way. So just cut off all these, and they all have precious metals in them. So when they say there's precious metals in them, there's precious metals in them, as simple as that. I keep them, and that's it. So all these in along here, we take them all out, we pull off every single thing we can get out of it. This here is dirty brass. Same again. And the same again. That's the IC one I picked up during the week, guys. This tool is absolutely deadly tool. Deadly tool. It's a brass. Yeah, mighty tool. So just bits and pieces here of brass. Tiny bits of brass, guys, but look at, they add up. There's all copper donuts. Another M&M there. Here is a black one, like it's like capacitor, but it's actually copper in it. Okay. And how I know that is I've done them before, so that's how I know there's copper in them. So these here are all copper here as well. These are all for winter scrapping. I'll be micro scrapping, guys, throughout the winter. I have a nest of boxes of stuff to get through. Buckets and buckets of these to do. When the winter comes, guys, I'll be here working away on these nice big chunks of copper. I mean, big chunks of copper, and so on. Look at all the copper on them, like. A capacitor here, which my yard will not buy these off me at all. Just throw them into the shred pile. And this one here. Here is a brass fuse. As I done there the other day, I just split that in the middle, brass with brass, and that's it. I don't keep any more fuses. I have tons and tons of fuses, guys. Like, how many fuses does one man want? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't need all the fuses. seen these before. I don't know what they are, whether it's brass or what. To go into these little tiny boxes up at the top, and it's a tiny box, and in there then you have your pins. I don't know what they are, like they look like brass. I just throw them into the brass. That's what it look like. They could be gold, but to me they're brass now, right? These are what I love best, is these donuts. And these ones, as I say, is there's no jam on them, but they're nice. Okay. Same again. The thick ones of them, you make about 16 cents a piece on them. To break them down, I can make at least 16 cents each. And the thick ones of them. So you have a tiny little light here. MOSFETs. And these are serious MOSFETs. Look at the size of them. Look. The handiest way to do them is, them ones you can do with a hammer. There's other ones I use small little furnace into doing them. It does a good old job on them. The idea of the hammer is I don't like the hammer because it's too noisy. But as you can see, there's me little straps fell off, and there's me gold or copper, pure copper. See that? So they can go into the copper there. Just showing you how I can take them apart, but no, I just do them in the furnace, and it's just easier job for me. So on the back of that, then you have a tiny little IC chips, tiny ones now, but look at an IC is an IC. That's the way I look at it. And that board is gone as far as I can see for the shred pile. These ones here are ones that are lights, guys, so the fluorescent lights. You have brass here, dirty brass, copper here, IC here, capacitor. Here's nice copper here, dirty brass here. So straight away off with everything, pricking all off. Brass. Here's my copper, so I'll get this little wrench is the best joke, monkey wrench, for taking off these coppers. This one here is a bit bigger, so you open up the wrench. Like that is some serious copper in that. And that's all ferrite at the side of it. You see, it all just breaks off and all that comes off. Reels of copper in there. Okay. And here we have, this is no good. Throw it into shred pile. Same here. Just shred. Capacitor is shred. I can leave it on the board or something, taking it off the board. This here is a IC chip. This is the tool, guys, have a look at it. Just onto your IC chip, give it a twist, and off she comes. Look at that. Perfect. IC chips are making good old money, guys, and up they're going. More copper here. Nice copper, all winter scrap. All that is all winter scrap. And this is a dirty brass, and as far as I can see on the back of that, these are all copper in these. Okay, I reckon this pliers will clean them off it as well for me. Look at that. Look at that. Now they are serious soldered, and it's tearing them off it. Absolutely ripping them off it. Okay, so when I break it, it's finished. That's the way it is. That's the way all my stuff is. When I break it off, it's finished. Good looking tanks. Now look at this here. Copper. MOSFETs, silver in these. Here's silver in these. I mean, look at that for copper. Nice copper. So all of them as well. Same again. Bang. It's all about having the material or the machinery tools, as I say, to take off stuff, guys. It helps an awful lot, quickens you up when you're doing boards. Look at that, all MOSFETs. 4 MOSFETs. Then you have your little ones here and here. Just a matter of changing around your tools. Look at that for copper. Capacitor, more copper, more copper. Nice copper, guys. That is serious nice copper in there. Tiny little M&Ms. And M&M here. This here is dirty brass. And dirty brass. On the back of that you have a tiny IC chip. And completely finished. That's how easy it is, guys. Here now again you have silver here. And all these buttons here, they say contain some gold. A couple of IC chips on the back. Tiny little IC chips again. We take this one here. For the real small ones, I like to maybe get in at with the little pliers, because I find the big pliers to get down over the small ones is tough enough. So now this one here, as you can see, in over it with your pliers, twisty, off she comes. Look at that. Now here we have all these here. We get out me little tub here for them. These are all silver tactile switches, and I have all them there. I have another box of them sorted out with the steel and everything taken off them, and they're just all ready for the jobs to see. There's one of them now, look. That's it. You have a copper disc and a bit of plastic. And see this one here in the middle. See the silver? See? That's a button here. And this one here is the silver one, is clean, okay? So off with that. Same again. And then the same again. As simple as A, B, C and D, guys. Now we get another tub out here for my LED lights. So these LED lights, to say they contain gold. A gold bond wire, to say, is in the LED lights. So when they say it's there, what do? You keep it. Do you know what I mean? You keep it. And down the road you can't say to yourself, oh, I throw them all out and all this, and when you have them in a little pot. Do you know what I mean? Pots for everything, guys, at the end of the day. These ones here, they say the stuff in these down the road, they'll be worth something, but I don't keep them. I keep an odd one, as in the easiest ones to get off. This here is dirty brass, and this is dirty brass. Now, I've yet to get a supplier for the dirty brass. I've yet to get someone to buy it. But look at, like, I have over 50 kilo of dirty brass. And that there is all, this all has to be gone through, because it has all the silver boxes and everything in it. It's just, this is all winter work. Look, all them silver copper boxes, but they're all just kept there for that job. As simple as A, B, C and D, that's done. That's done. Right, I always have to close the lids when you're finished. Each time, quick close, rinse off. This one here is the ones with the silver and the copper in them. So all I have to do is take off them couple. And this pliers should take them off as well, but it's just showing you the top of them. silver, copper and all that in them. Take off this. Look at that. That one was kind of tight. It's kind of awkward, it is, that one. There's one of them. Another one. Another one. And this one is a little bugger. As you can see, she's fallen asunder on me. Look at that. Good old copper goodness. So you have all these two in here. There's your bits of silver to be had. Silver and copper. And all of them I take off. All of them are silver dots on the top of each of them. Right? So I take one here. This is the silver in this one, right? This is silver. All of them is all silver. That box is nearly full now. That can go with the other box I have. So that there is done. Just a couple of little blue M&Ms to come off of this box, and that's that board finished again. So I'm now gone through 4 or 5 boards already since we started this video tonight. And you'd be surprised, just done. Perfect. On for the shred pile. Right, we've done that. Let's give a gander at what's going on here with this motherboard. Okay, a couple of screws there and stuff like that. In here, into that, dirty brass. Oil for winter scrapping. What's that here? Shred. Now, let's have a look at this, guys. So, automatic, look at, we have 4 RAM sticks. RAM sticks are gone up in America at the moment. Look at that. $40 a pound in America for RAM stick. In Ireland, there's a supplier I have that buys them. They're $37.50 a kilo, which is a big difference from $40 a pound. So I'm just going to store them all up and see. One day they might go up. So we're off already with RAM. See that? Look at that gold. Look at that. And the back. You see how these gold dots coming through. So we have RAM, so we have a bonus already. In here we have a fan. And the fan goes into not gold, it's just brass. We take off these screws here. Plastic. Should be able to get it up like so, without touching anything. And automatic, we have a nice little fan, which has bits of plastic all around it. Bit of copper wire, and you have a nice piece of aluminium. Look at that, nice heavy extruded alley. Okay, bit of wire here, which are dirty brass in the end of it because it's not gold. And here we're into this is the Intel, it says, so it should be an Intel plastic. So plastic, I have a box always ready for plastic. These fans has to come off from my yard, which does make it a lot lighter, which what can you do? That's the way it's gone in life. Tiny bit of wire. All them old fans into plastic recycling. And these are being recycled anyway properly, all the plastic is. So here's a nice little copper bearing motor. Working out about 60 cents a kilo. They were, but not now, they're gone down in price. So in here we have our CPU, which I would think flat, yeah, but it's gold. At the end of the day, it's gold. The back cap on that is copper. Quite a heavy CPU there. So that goes in there, that closes down here. Just a message to me watch 1 second now. Down here, guys, where they go in is all gold as well in these pins. Okay. So in here was where the battery was. Here's a nice chip. You've gold here, gold here, gold, gold, gold here, gold in these pins here. All these pins all along here is all gold. Gold here, gold here, gold, 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 gold. Gold in here, gold here, gold in here, gold here, gold here. These nuts are usually brass. On the back of that you have a piece of steel which you can go in and screw it off. Take off that screw off it. An awful lot to be had in that, guys, now. An awful lot. I reckon my machine that I bought, a tool that I bought, might, I'll take off that as well, might lift these up out of it for me. And I'd be hoping that it would. That was my plan for this yoke and for the wow, wow, wow. Plastic. Look at that. Look at that. Pure gold. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's there to be got. So that machine will lift up all these. No bother at all. So can it lift this up and clean the gold off it? Is another thing. Can I do this one? Listen to the clicking. Guys, look at that. Pure, utterly plastic gold. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Like, it's a serious machine. Like, it's a tool. It's not a machine. It's a tool. It's a handheld machine. In my hands, it's a handheld machine, guys. Guys, that is probably one of the best tools that I have bought since I started scrapping, and I'm scrapping a long time. A long time. I've seen the prices. I went about them. I put a Maishi comment on the channel at the guys that sells them. Now, I know there's tons of them out there on Temu that sells them, and I put a nice comment on it and told him about it, that I was delighted with it and how good it was and this, that and the other thing. And I noticed today the prices have gone up. Aluminium, stainless steel. Alright, so the price have gone up in Temu. Not be much, guys, not be much. But like for the likes of that, gold, all off. This here, see this here? I reckon it would lift off it too. I reckon it will lift off it for me now as well. So in with that, in and under it. Pure clean plastic, one pin left, but that's okay. That pin will go into my gold recovery. That's not a problem there. See that? Just one pin is all it left, the rest is out of it. And that's plastic. So always lock your machine when you're finished with it, guys. Here's the cap that came off where the aluminium was, and you can see the gold. See the gold coming through there. So guys, I reckon, you know what I mean, that machine's going to save me some time. That tool is going to save me a lot of time. Because it's going to take off all these. Even this here. This here is brass. But watch this. Gets in under it, does. Gives it a little pull. A little now nick here. No, it's not doing it. I don't think it's doing it. Hang on, let me see. No, it pulled it off. But that's okay, because you have your little pliers to see what are they before I pull them out. They're brass, aren't they? There, brass, yeah. So the rest of there's not copper or gold. You can go into dirty brass. Here you have your crystal oscillator to come off. But this is mighty the way I can get up all these copper, or not copper, gold, all these gold. This one here would have taken off this one. I find the gold ones are coming off easier, of course the brass ones. There you are, all the gold. Guys, this is a, unreal, nice bit of cleaning up to be done in that, but that's the way it is. There's my aluminium, bits of boards. Here's just a tiny one to be taken apart. Tiny one to be taken apart. Take off your copper, everything and anything, get it all out of it. Some blue M&Ms. An IC chip here, which is right down in it, but look at it. I can get off of my small tool as well. When there's an IC chip to be taken off, I'll get it off no matter how I take it off. So as simple as that, guys. These are all the small black ones, which is 3-legged. They contain gold. Another IC here. And here is some more for the silver recovery. And here, more silver recovery. And we have another tiny little bit of copper here for the winter scrapping, which is here. And what else have we got? Just a couple of black ones there I have to take off and put them into, and this here is for my dirty brass. I have a plan for dirty brass down the way because I haven't got a supplier for it, or a person to buy dirty brass in Ireland at the moment. I've asked and asked and asked, so look at down the way we'll get somewhere, don't worry. When copper goes up so high, people will be buying all this stuff and small stuff, and you get great money for it. A couple of little black ones come off of that into the can up there. That's what the same one. Very heavy, them ones of the lights. Wicked weight them. Here's one of the television. Nice bits of copper here, aluminium. Nice bit of copper going through there. I just cut the back off of that like so. Right, so like that, right across it. And all along it. Put the board right across there, the plastic, the little sticks on it, and that should push out then. Okay? That's the way it is. See? Then when you push it out, then you have all this for big chunks of copper for the winter. Here you are now again, nice little donuts. And there's another donut here. Come out. Then we have our little silver buttons. And this here, guys, see these here? These, they're not on them anymore on the boards, but these here are brass. Them little pins there, they're not on boards anymore. If you look at the board, the mark is on the board where it's meant to go into, but it's not actually on them. Look, see if I lift up this, I'll show you. See that? You look at any normal boards nowadays, the mark is on them. You see that circle there? It's actually marked out, but they're not on them. And that's actually brass. They actually took that off the board. I don't know why. Here's your nice little IC now. Watch this. Look at that, guys. Like, it has to be the best machine out there. Well, according to me, right? I don't have to use any electricity or heat guns or stuff like that. There's no need to. There's no need to. See this one here? People think they're capacitors, but they're not. Just squeeze on them. Pull forward. you have your little bit of copper wire. See that? Number 2 copper wire. It's only a strand, but look at it's a strand. Shred. Here, dirty brass. Here, on the back of that, I have a tiny little piece. Here, it's like a MOSFET, which contains a bit of copper. Likes of that there. That's no good as shred. Bit of brass there, dirty brass, tiny stuff. But look at, we take it off it. Steer, take it off it. And that's shred, okay? Wouldn't be long emptying boards out of it, guys, wouldn't you not? You would not be long emptying boards out of this system here. And as you see, most of my channels, not my channel, but most of my stuff, when I take it apart, guys, I take it apart, I break them. I find it very easy to break stuff. To get into it, you break it off, it's much easier. Here, and you have another one here, so take you off. These little pins here are actually copper. Okay, a shred. There is my MOSFET. My finger is sore, guys. I was doing a bit of mic scrapping earlier on and I actually hit myself with a hammer. And it's stinging me. My finger is sore. So, there you are. Seal out, clean aluminium. Okay. In here we go again. We have our brass. Dirty brass. Some little capacitor there which contain some of my silver. This one is very heavily covered in plastic or rubber, as a fella says. Probably something from heating, but look at that. So all of them off for me. Every one of them buggers off. Now that half on my way to make space for me to get in. These are the 3-legged ones here. Here's another one, them copper ones. So I'll break that off here. See that? That's how you get in this stuff. And these ones here is copper. So I give them a little squeeze on top. Pull off the cap. Come on. Now off you come. That's the way you get everything out. So all the copper. Guys, it's only grams, but it's 365 days in a year. Okay. See? Then we'll get a bit of steel. At the back of the aluminium, and open it up, and you have 3 more MOSFETs. So aluminium, bit of steel on it, clean aluminium, shred, and where do my MOSFETs go? 1, 2, 3 MOSFETs, which are all copper. They're always copper MOSFETs are. And there you are. Done. Now, that one there is done. Now the black ones are allowed to take them off it. Now just this one here, guys, is one off of a wash machine. So take this off it, close up this stuff here, and we'll close it off with a half straight away. Look at that. Copper is coming out already. That's what I love about these. Look at that. Look what copper is in one of them. And they're the tiny ones now that I'd be doing in the winter. I mean, like, they're so small, but they are packed solid with copper. That's a tiny, tiny one I took off. And your copper straight away on the off the hook. Copper, copper all day, guys. So in here now we have a nice bit of copper hiding as well. Look at that. So you have here aluminium. It's clean alley, and this here is looks like copper, but it's not. It's steel. Into the thread. So look at that for aluminium. So straight away, this copper here, you give the pinch on the top of it, and this should come off for me, like so, like so. Like, how therapeutic is that? Look at that. You're winding and winding and winding and winding. Every time you wind it is cash. Cash, cash, cash. Look at that. Ferrite and copper. So I'm saying, like, it's just, that's what I love about winter scrapping, guys. Like, I just go do it and that's it. I do so much of it. Every one of these are the ones with the copper, as I was saying, and copper and silver, they've all micro scrap down further. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bits of brassy goodness here. Guys, thanks for coming over, and most of all, please would you mind giving the video a share out and pass it on to some of your friends and family and whatnot. And that's nice clean brass. Guys, this video is for everyone, right? Like, I don't share it out to kids for the reason is it's too dangerous, but someone that's 18, 19 years of age there, get out there and get it started. You can do your day with your day job and come home in the evening times and do this for a while in the shed. And, you know what I mean? Like, it's a few pounds to be made, especially when you're saving up to buy a car or something like that. Like, there's a nice flat pack. Yeah, you're buying a car or something like that. It's an extra few pounds for you. Do you know, she 19-year-olds there now. You know, get out there and do it, and be careful when you're doing it. Be so careful when you're doing it. Be careful what you're taking apart, especially, guys, anything with mercury or anything like that. Just be careful. Don't, you know, and don't mess with chemicals, or you know what you're doing. That's a MOSFET. Yeah, bar you know what you're doing, don't mess with chemicals. That's why I don't touch chemicals. I'd be hoping that down the way I get someone to microscrap or to do all my gold recovery and stuff like that. I have it here for them. They only have to get up me and do it. But down the way, that's the way I'll be going, hopefully. It won't be for a couple of years, guys. I'm waiting for gold to go up. And as simple as that. So anyone out there wants to start off microscoping, guys, get in touch with me, and I'll show you. I have a lot of videos on my site, but I'll show you how to do it. I'll show anything what you want. You ask me on the channel what you want to me microscoping. If I can get it, I do it for you, or what you want me to scrap out. I'm here to help. Like, as I said before, the scrapping community are probably the best scrappers out there, and they help one another. And a lot of people have helped me, and now I'm going to return it. You know what I mean? So, as you can see, the way I get through my stuff, we're now on here nearly, what, 50 minutes or that? Oh, it's 30 odd minutes, I think. But you can see the amount of stuff I can break down and get through. I filled that table there before I started this channel. The way I wouldn't be reaching back and getting stuff, but. And this is another 7 or 8 items gone out my way by me doing this. Do you understand me? I fill up bean cans and all that, crush them off. And a bean can broke up and crushed off is, you know, you're talking about maybe 16-17 cents when it's full of stuff. You know, my scales are not turned on at the moment, but like, I have bean cans there full to the heels with stuff, and like they add up. Bean cans, like, and tuna tins and stuff like that, but I'll wash them in the microwave first, because if you don't, you'll have rodents in your shed. So more copper here. Here's one here now. This one, see that yellow one there, covered with copper, or covered with See that? Off of that, then you have that the toroid in the top of it, and then you have your copper goodness, and that adds up. Like, look at this. Look, like that's copper, and I have to go off and change that and get another one of them now. But like, look at that. Just go to 3 euro or 3 kilo on that, and you're talking about 6-ish a kilo or so. So you're talking about nearly 20 odd euro there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just adds up, guys. It's just for guys out there who wants to get a nose start in life, and young people in particular. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just great to do it. So we have our IC chips here, guys. IC chips at the moment are about 13.50 a pound. ICs are. And I just micro scrap every single thing, guys. Do you know what I mean? I stay going it. So there's the way it is. Like that one now is ready for the shred pile. There's micro, or there's all IC chips, guys. Look at that. All massive IC chips. All ones I've gathered, and I have tons of them put away. That's all I can say. I have tons of IC chips put away, guys. So as you can see, the way I get through stuff, I just stay going and stay going. This here now is only shred. It's like chalk for all the world, and you have a little bulb on top of this. And if you look closely into that bulb, if you're able to see it, there's actually gold in that bulb. So that bulb now will have to go straight away into my bulbs here. Especially Christmas time now, you get them LED lights. They'll have the LED lights at Christmas time will have gold in them. Okay. So this here is just a tiny little bits of chalk. It's for heat resistance. You have a nice IC chip here, nice bits of gold, nice bits of nice little MOSFET there, which MOSFETs are always copper. I mean, tin coat copper. Then you get, when you incineration, then they go down into pure copper. My yard was buying them at scrap price, which was at one stage it was at, when I was able to sell scrap, I was getting 20 cents a kilo. Now it's gone down to 15 cents a kilo. But my yard said to throw them into the shred price pile, and I said, look at that, see that black thing there? Look at all the copper. Look, just like that black thing. But yeah, my yard was said into the shred pile for that, and I said, no way, I am not putting that into the shred. So I came with a different way doing them, and brought them to the yard, and I'm going to give you #1 copper for them, which is 6 AG kilo. By the way I've incinerated them and got them ready for them, and automatically just turned it into clean copper. So I have that channel on my, or the video on my channel, guys. You want to look at it. It's there. As Scrooge McDuck says, it's there and it exists. But yeah. So you have your silver here. I'm working on micro scrapping parting this shed that I was out for the winter, because this shed in the winter, oh my god, it's so cold. I know this here is all dirty brass, but this shed in the winter is so cold, guys. Like, I have to start working on something fast. So I'm planning something. Here's another MOSFET, another IC chip. But yeah, I'm planning something for the winter to see, can I heat up this shed a small bit. I will not be putting a furnace into it or anything like that, as this shed is too small and too dangerous, and I just don't. It's too giant, too many people. But yeah, so I will be doing something. I'm working on that in the next few days. I got a couple of yolks to start it off. So here's a tactile switch here which contains silver. And yeah, I got a few yolks to start it off, guys. So I'm thinking of doing something with it because I just have to. Here's, you see this this plastic thing I took off, which are, they call them jumpers, and they have actually 2 gold pins in here. Look, gold pins. They can go in here into my gold recovery pot. I'm going to shine that gold, guys. Look at that. Anyway, they can go into the gold recovery pot. Here's a nice seed chip. Will I get in there this time? Yeah, might be able to get down there. So easy, guys. There's another one. So easy. Seconds, guys, to pull them off. Absolutely seconds. So all these black ones here, the 3 legs, all of them, and every one of them are gold legs on them, right? But I have them up here somewhere. I don't know exactly where they are because my shed is completely wrecked and I have to sort it out. That part, I'm moving that part all around anyway, so don't worry about me. And all that's a nice aluminium. Nice. Look at that, guys. Look at that for a house and stuff, and that copper. ICs. I mean, like you have like a mountain of stuff. Even that one, little IC chips here, IC chips there. Look at that. I go into the normal chips. Here's more copper MOSFETs. I have tons of MOSFETs, guys. I mean tons of them, like tons of MOSFETs. But yeah, you can see the way I tear down everything, guys. It's just, I just more, you know, man, just get everything out of it. Like, I leave nothing on it. So this is all for, as we talked here. Look, all heavy, all for winter scrapping. Like, come the winter, I'll do all that over the whole winter now, and I'll be sitting down in the shed and a bit of music on, and MOSFETs again there, bit of music on, and watching a bit of TikTok and watching YouTube and watching everyone, and I will moan through that. Through it. Little tiny donut. Here is more copper. I mean, big one here with copper. But yeah, I will actually moan through that stuff. There's different ways of doing stuff. I know different ways to do everything, and everyone is different how to do everything. I mean, like, so. See them green ones there? They contain copper as well. See? Tiny bits of copper, guys, adds up. So that was a tiny green one. Look at the amount of coppers in it. It's minute, but it's good. Here we go, IC chip here in the back. Which you can, when they're so flat, they're hard to get off, but you get them off. You get them off. So another one of them little green ones there, as I said already. Pinch her like that, your copper will come out. This is dirty brass, as they said. One part fell out, the other part went around the shed. It's not over there somewhere, there it is here. And that there is ready for the shred pile, which is worth another few pound anyway. So all them adds up, guys. You know, there's no waste. So this one here is another one. So you have your little clock. As you can see, the back of it is nice IC chips we had. Nice IC chips there. And have we got something else here? A tiny little fuse, which contains silver. Or this IC chip here should come off. Oh, look at that, guys. Guys, look at that. Clean as a whistle IC chip. Do you know what I mean? Even a tiny one. I don't know, would I get the tiny one? But it should. Oh yeah, it got it. It just fell on the ground on me. There it is there. This here is a clock, which they do keep them, but I don't keep them. Something passing here now at the moment in this. And it looks to me there's like gold bond wires. Something like that anyway, some kind of gold in that. Going through the top of that. So I keep that into gold recovery. That there, I throw that into shred. All this along here now, look. All this here is all dirty brass. But you can see the way I can pick it all off it. See that? Look at that. It's absolutely a deadly thing. All that dirty brass, all weighs very heavy. Big nuggets of brass in that. Here, just a tiny piece of wire. Like, as you know, I am a hobby scrapper. I do my full-time job every week, every day of the week I work. And this is hobby for me, guys. There you are. Now look at that. MOSFET, pure clean copper. So in you go with that. This one here is a little cap, which is going to fly on me. And there it is. Tiny bit of brass. Little sleeve of brass. Right? These ones here are copper and silver. Here you have your another little IC chip. And you have more tiny little blue ones which do contain silver. And in here you have, same again, another 3 of them. See it? Your copper, and you have silver in all of them. Okay? So off with everything, here we go. Now, would you take it off? You will. Will you come off this way? Yep. You down here. Get into it, this one all together if I can. These are monkey wrenches, as I call them. Some people call them, I think, box wrench or something like that, but I don't know. There's different names on everything, guys. You can call them whatever you want. I find these ones are the hardest ones to get off. They're really stuck to the board anyway. But all that, it's all for micro scrapping for me. Again in winter scrapping. Look at that. All your silver in that. All your copper wire, silver. And one more here. Another one done. Another one done. Little black one to come off of that. That one there I've showed you already. I'm not going to show you that one again. That's completely done. More shred. In you go. Bit of silver or a bit of stainless steel. Now here is another few bits I pulled off. Just give a quick look and see the anything in them. Sometimes you might find something showing up, as in a bit of silver or something like that might come out of it. Silver button or something like that you might lose. Bit of brass there. then that can go into your shred pile, because it is a lot of steel, a lot of stuff, bits of stuff like that in it. Even that there is copper. Okay, so what do we get, guys? We got this RAM, a load of aluminium, motors, and look at that, guys, look at that. You tell me there's no winter scrap in there. Look at that. It's there, guys. It's easy to do. It's easy to do. You've seen me doing it in front of your eyes there. Guys, as I said before, and I say it again, please give this old channel a good shout out. Because at the end of the day, it's here to keep me going, and that's it. Like this of a laptop. Like this, the power bank of a laptop. People don't really know what's in these, but I tell you, don't be afraid to hit it, you're not related to it. Now, there's 2 screws there. And there you are, with your brass already. Look at that. Dirty brass. If you want to clean it up, clean it up. I do that in the likes of plug soup and stuff like that, guys. But sometimes you grab them fairly handy. They can come out of it. You understand me? You can get them back out of it. But I use them now into dirty brass at the moment. But there will be clean brass again and finished with them. I do the plug soup out of that and get them out of it, okay? So here then, look at that. You have a big cap of aluminium. A lot of dust was in this. This is actually, there's a nice bit of wire. This was actually in a big computer, I'd say, something like that. So you have 2 bits of wire here. So off with your bits of wire. Then you have a massive copper toroid, or a copper transformer. I'm getting tired. I should be really in bed. I walk in the morning. And, do you know what I mean? Just, at the end of the day, guys, I'm out here to show you what to do. And there's lots of scrappers out there, and you all know what to do. I mean, like, you know what to do, but just be careful what you're throwing away, and be careful what you're scrapping out. As simple as that, okay? Like, if this board breaks, I don't care, because the board is going to be broken anyway. The board is going to be broken by me anyway, so it doesn't make a difference what happens with it. Small little tiny screw down here, like so, and there should be another one here. So look at that, off with that, look at that. Look, aluminium, straight away. The aluminium is, you know, euro a kilo. Big lump of aluminium straight away. Then you have your copper. You have your MOSFETs. Here, MOSFETs here, bit of plastic. Throw it out. Here you have another MOSFET here, which is quite a big one. There, MOSFET. You have here is more copper. As you can see, look at that. Straight in there. More MOSFETs here. MOSFETs here. You have small tiny IC chips here, and another MOSFET. Capacitor, another green a blue M&M, another one here. So they are there to be got. I mean, like, another one here. Whatever, copper in that one. Very, very heavy. That's no good. That's no good. Another one here. More silver in that, and that's done now. And on the back you have nothing. So guys, that's it. Thanks for sharing, thanks for coming out, thanks for everything else, watching the channel, and please subscribe and comment and share out the channel, guys. At the end of the day, guys, it's like we're all here to help one another. As simple as that. You know what I mean? Like, we're all here to help one another. So as you can see what I got with that plastic. If you want to go further, now this is not up to yourselves to do it, but I find if see that? Aluminium. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just whatever you want to do. It's a lot about microscoping, guys. At the end of the day, like, I have to do a household video someday for you. Remind me about it. Remind me about doing a household video. It's a household video is what I do, is what I get out. I go around the house, what's been thrown out of the house, and I just do it all up and show you what people are wasting in the houses by throwing out stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a bean can there on, right? You can sell that for 1 cent, maybe 2 cents. You get nothing for it to bring it in yourself. You get zero. Do you know what I mean? So, but obviously these in Ireland at the moment, we're getting paid for these in Ireland at the moment. These are my own cans. There's a return on it there. See the R on it. 15 cents to return each of them, but you pay for it at the start. So you're not making any money bar you find them. You can find a good few of them on the ground too. An awful lot of people nowadays are not even bringing them back. I see an awful lot of them now throwing them out. Do you know what I mean? They're not just bringing them back anymore, they're just getting bored of it. Just a novelty at the start, and now it's just throwing out. If I was to go now out on the bicycle down the road there now, I reckon I come back with about 3 or 4 euros, 5 euros of them straight away. And that's the truth, like, about it. It's just out there, guys, to be got. Alright, so guys, thanks for coming over to the channel tonight, and please share out this channel. Tell people about me. And to look at that now and see what that is. That could be gold. The number looks like it's wrought gold. Right here, there's a number. You probably can't see it, but it's actually looks like a wrought gold. Guys, that's me nice. Look at that for winter scrap. Look. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have tons and tons and tons and tons, and that's copper. All that is copper. Thanks for coming over. Good night. Thank you.